Hi all. Today I want to talk about the recent developments that we have been witnessing in Turkey. We know that in the early days of May, actually on May 2, the convicted mafia leader, as represented by many of the media actors, Sedat Peker started to upload some videos on YouTube. Actually, he was uploading videos from time to time, but these videos that he started to publish in his own channel are really different. In this video today, I didn't make a preparation for this video. I just want to talk a little bit about how I understand this and how the media, the social media audiences understand the videos of Sedat Peker. First of all, let me briefly provide a historical perspective about this. We know that Turkish politics has always been very fragile in terms of democracy and rule of law, because in Turkey, military coups, sometimes bureaucratic oligarchical tyrannies, have been undermining rule of law and democracy most of the time. We know that there were many military coups in the history of Turkey, like the September 12, and in the 1990s, the postmodern coup. And we know that in the election process of Abdullah Gül, there was a virtual coup called e-memorandum. So we know that there was a military shadow upon the Turkish democracy. Apart from that, these are the structural problems, but we also know that the rule of law, human rights issue, media freedom, the lack of a strong civil society also have always been the major points of discussion while analyzing Turkish democracy, because we had never had media freedom. Also, the protection of human rights, the protection of freedom of speech, these are also very, very weak in Turkey, unfortunately. Also, in recent days, there are many reports and publications prepared by international organizations showing the decreasing levels of, democracy and rule of law in the country. So you can reach these publications. For example, the corruption index shows that Turkey holds a very, very little amount of trust to the public authorities, and there's a high level of corruption. And today, yes, I'm going to talk about Sedat Peker. When we just make a brief Google research about Sedat Peker, we can see that yes, he is known as a mafia leader. But also he says that, yes, you can call me as the leader of a crime organization, but I do know a lot of things about deep state. And he and also his brother has been previously been a part of some state activities like murders and other things. According to the videos that he has uploaded recently, I can say this. For example, the murder of Kutlu Adalı and some other, criminal activities have been related with Peker and his brother and maybe his network, we can say. The important thing here is this. So far today, Peker has published his 8th video on his YouTube channel, and the title of his video is I forgot it, I'm sorry. It's like, I think the title also gives a message, and what I understood from the title is, I think he gives a message to the head chief of the National Intelligence Organization, Hakan Fidan, because you all know the title. So I think there's a message to Hakan Fidan in the video, of course. So when you listen all of the video, yes, you can see that there are many, important events. In his previous videos, Peker has claimed that the Minister of Interior Affairs, Süleyman Soylu, is has done something wrong, and he said that Soylu must resign. And he then published some related videos, again accusing the Minister of Interior Affairs. What we watched in surprise is this: the head of the state, the President Erdoğan, and all the other important figures at the top of the state, ruling circles, did not say anything about Sedat Peker's claims. And Süleyman Soylu was really lonely in this process. And also in a news interview that we watched in previous weeks on Habertürk, a journalist tried to ask this question: don't you feel lonely to Süleyman Soylu? And he said that, no, I don't feel lonely. Anyway, we all know that the top of the state does not defend or does not do anything to protect Süleyman Soylu. On the other hand, previously, the head of the Nationalist Action Party, Devlet Bahçeli, said that no one can even call a minister a dog, because Sedat Peker used really bad words for Süleyman Soylu. And Devlet Bahçeli, also we can see him as the partner of the government, said that you cannot say anything about Süleyman Soylu. Süleyman Soylu is a state official, and he openly protected Süleyman Soylu. After Bahçeli's protection for Süleyman Soylu, Recep Tayyip Erdoğan said similar words. He said he didn't give any name of Sedat Peker, but he said that there is a big international scenario, and Turkey is a target for the foreigner organizations, and they try to weaken Turkey. And also Sedat Peker said that I am not an agent, and I am not a puppet in the hands of the foreign organizations or international networks. Repeatedly, Sedat Peker says that he is in love with his country. He is a very, very devoted nationalist, and he says that, no, I'm not a bad person. I am in love with my country. Okay, what should we understand from all of this? First of all, the important thing is this: while such scandal explanations are coming from Sedat Peker, the mainstream media, which we know that is controlled by the ruling structure of the country, keeps silent. But if you watch the news on TVs, or if you just listen to the radio channels, or if you buy some newspapers, the majority of the news of the media actors just keep silent in front of these accusations. But lately, some of the media actors and some of the journalists said that Peker is talking with the mouth of FETÖ. So why did they say this? They say that yes, FETÖ was trying to overthrow the government. It is an enemy organization for the state, and Sedat Peker is today now doing the same. So they are trying to represent Peker as a tool for FETÖ. But I should also say this: despite not being represented in the mainstream media, just in 2 or 3 days, the Peker's video, the previous video, the 7th video of Sedat Peker has been watched by more than 13 million people in just 2 or 3 days. And also you can also take the video and upload to your own news channel, because now Peker's videos are also available in other YouTube platforms, YouTube channels. So people are watching all of these, in fact, in a very how I can say it, passionate and curious way. The most important thing is this: why the judiciary mechanism is not doing anything. Yes, a few days ago, there was an investigation against Sedat Peker, and they are trying to catch him all around the world by the help of, the judiciary mechanisms and so on. But we know that there are really critical claims. Today, Sedat Peker said that I sent some military equipments to Turkomans in Syria, and he made quite important accusations. He talked about the armament of some terrorist organizations. He talked about very, very, serious activities. This can be true or this can be false. Actually, it's not very easy to solve all these networks and all these formulas. But the important thing is that some people say that Peker will not shut up, and Peker will continue to talk about all of these. And he said that in my next video, I want to talk about the president, how we met, and what kind of things we talked. And he also gave some messages to the young people who are watching his videos. He said that my words are for the people who are younger than 40 years old. Do not forget that the taxes that you are paying are also, making the salary of these top politicians. So you should be aware of this, he said. And he continued his serious and, very gigantic claims that would even even have, of course, effects and reflections in the international judiciary mechanisms, like United Nations, of course, United States, because the Syrian civil war has, been very important in shaping the relationship between these actors. So I don't want to keep this video very long, but as I said, Sedat Peker has uploaded 8 videos so far, and millions of people watched these videos in just 2 or 3 days. And he's making quite serious claims about the government, about the ex-prime minister, about Binali Yıldırım and his son, about some narco trafficking within the borders of the country. There are really, really important claims, and independent and free judiciary, and the police forces also of the state should, investigate these claims. But we know that this is not very easy because these are really complicated networks and relationships. Also, sometimes Sedat Peker talks about the son-in-law, the ex-economy minister, Minister of Economy, Berat Albayrak. He also accuses him. He accuses Minister of Finance, Minister of Interior Affairs, Süleyman Soylu. But there is a critical point that I want to say. While talking about so many dirty activities and networks related with the governmental figures, Peker does not say anything bad about the president, but he said that in his next video he is going to talk about the president. So I'm really curious about what he's going to talk, and I hope the media, both local, national, and the foreign media, will cover this issue, because if the media covers this issue, this will also create a pressure upon the relevant actors. So maybe the judiciary or the other actors can do something, because Turkey is a democratic and law country where rule of law must be evident. If we protect democracy and rule of law, this means that all of the Turkish people and all of the people living in Turkey, Kurdish, Turkish, Armenian, no matter who they are, if we protect democracy and rule of law, all the people living in Turkey will be happy and will be satisfied. So I'm just praying that this situation will serve the interests of the nation, the people who acted against the law, who acted against the constitution, should be judged, of course, and this is not an easy process. Thank you for listening to me, and I wish that you all have a very good day.